Ever wonder how to calculate the aftermarket value or ARV of property you want to buy to fix and flip it? How do you know how much meat there is on the bone for the deal to make sense? Wondered how a property appraiser does their thing for the bank when you apply for a mortgage or to refinance? Let's cover all of that right now. If you're buying property to flip and sell, you need to be able to calculate the ARV or the after repair value. This is where learning how to calculate an accurate estimate of your subject property is critical. Don't guess here. As I mentioned before, the devil is in the detail, and you can't even buy the property until you have a solid idea of what the open market will get you for it, after calculating all the costs for the rehab, agent listing fees, fees for holding the property for no less than 3 months, and hopefully no longer than 6 months. But you always need to calculate the worst case scenario to be on the safe side. I like to add a 5% to 10% cushion to be safe for the unexpected. No deal seems to ever work out exactly as expected in my experience. Find a lender who offers the best rates, offers a fast close of 3 to 7 days, can offer a loan to cover the purchase and rehab costs as well, would be optimal if you don't have a HELOC or IUL large enough to borrow against already, that is. Ask me about the IUL if you want to learn more about how you can use the same dollar twice. It's really cool stuff. Zillow and Zestimates are frankly, and pardon my bad French, crap. Be extremely careful never to use Zestimates for anything. The biggest mistakes is to use a Zestimate. Don't even use it as a guess. We make fun of and even have memes for Zillow's Zestimates because they're so bad. For example, I'm looking at a property today, the first one I pulled up, that I just sold a couple weeks ago. It's a 3-bed and 2-bath in a 1,380 square feet in Redwood City, California. It closed on November 8th, 2021, and I'm writing this script on November 11th, 2021. The property sold for $1,550,000. The Zestimate, which is a registered trademark, pausing for laughter, says the property is worth $1,610,400, which would be the difference of a little over $60,000 in slightly over 3 days. What? No wonder Zillow put their 2,000 homes on the market and are dismantling their house flipping business division. When I am on Zillow, I only care about the recently sold comps or comparable properties to my subject property that I'm about to put an offer on. If I was to buy a 3-2 within a block or two of this property that sold, the subject property is pretty darn close to 1,380 square feet, I want to make sure the options are very much the same. Like if it has a 2-car garage, I need my comps to have a 2-car garage. Are the comps sending the kids to the same schools? Does one have a better view or a corner lot or strange dimensions? Or do you have to walk through a bedroom from the garage to get into the dwelling? If the comp has gorgeous landscaped front and backyard, so better that be the case for your subject property as well. All these things must be taken into consideration. You want to see how long on average a property stays on the market, or the DOM number, which stands for days on market. This is the date from when the agent put the property on the MLM to the date it closed the sale. I would take into account this when you're guessing the amount of time it would take you to sell the property after you've made it beautiful. Don't forget to factor in the holding costs. One of my mistakes was holding the property longer than anticipated, and that ate way too much into my profits when I finally did close. When browsing properties on Zillow, look at the photos of it after it was sold. You will want to replicate these features in your own property, like if they use marble in the kitchen, the master bedroom, and all of the comps have a jacuzzi tub, etc. Don't under-rehabilitate the property if you're expecting the same ARV. Don't over-rehabilitate the property either, as then when the bank sends their appraiser to assess the value of the property, you may have to lower the listing price of your property to allow your buyer to get the mortgage loan approved, and that would not be a fun position to be in. That special $15,000 Whirlpool tub doesn't look like such a great idea anymore. You aren't building the property for you to live in, you're building it for the market. and the market speaks volumes in regards to what you can or should do and not do. Don't ignore the comps, anything about the comps. Otherwise, it's a gamble. You also want to make sure there's no unusual tax liens or other issues that would make the deal a bust if you were to continue with it. By the way, if you find a deal that's a pocket listing or isn't on the MLS, you can recommend the property to a realtor. Then that realtor will in turn, in appreciation, bring you some pocket deals based on variables you look for in a given property. Often a real estate agent may get a red tag property that they can't list on the MLS. That's a perfect opportunity for you. Try to find two really good comps to your property to put together your cost analysis on and build your scope of work from. Often a good real estate agent can pull the comps for you as well, which can make your life easier. One thing I've learned in real estate is every single thing is negotiable. People in my apartment complex have no idea that I own property because I live with them in a rental. The rental in my area was offered on Craigslist for $2,400 a month. I negotiated it down to $1,900 a month, and I let the apartment manager and owner know that I will not renew unless they keep me at that $1,900 a month rate. They agreed because I know as a landlord the cost to flip the unit and how long it takes to get a new lease agreement in place. I'm a better deal to keep in the unit than I am to haggle over a couple $100 a month than lose me as a tenant forever. You can also negotiate with your real estate agents on their commission. Now, if they're going above and beyond for you to sell your property, maybe you need to assess what is fair. Don't negotiate for negotiation's sake. If the agent isn't going to do anything more than put your property on the MLS for you, then best negotiate that commission rate down. I've had to fire agents in the past for non-performance. Thanks for watching, and please feel free to comment below or send me a message from the healthwealthandrealestate.com website on the Get in Touch link at the top of the webpage. There's also a calendar link here in the comments section to meet me if you would like a one-on-one complimentary session. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any future content, which I hope you find valuable. I also would appreciate it if you share my videos with friends and family, as I love helping everyone and want to get to as many people as possible. I look forward to speaking with you very soon. Have a gorgeous day, a week full of bliss, blessings, and happiness.